Welcome to the NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Conference Tournament, the South Region Tournament, that is. We're set up in Jackson, Tennessee at Union University, overlooking the David Blackstock Court at Fred DeLay Gymnasium. We're in the second round of the NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Tournament. And the way this thing has gone so far in the first round, Union knocked off Miles. Lee edged Tampa, and Embry-Riddle knocked off West Florida, and Nova Southeastern beat Alabama Huntsville. So tonight you've got this game coming up, Embry-Riddle versus Nova Southeastern. Both teams play out of the same conference, the Sunshine Conference down in Southern Florida. And then the second game will be Union and Lee, and they both stay out of the same conference. The Gulf South Conference. This is Gary Neese, and joining me is Daryl Maxwell. And Daryl, this will be an interesting game. I think they split during the regular season.
Well, they did during the regular season. Then Embry-Riddle got Nova in the conference tournament, but the games have been very close. No more than 5 points for each game. Both games basically in the 70s, under 70, 69, 68. So these two teams are very evenly matched. I don't think there's going to be any surprises from each team. They know each other very well. And I think in both games it's going to be a matter of who's going to execute and obviously make shots and who's going to make free throws down the stretch.
Well, Embry-Riddle comes in with a 27-4 record out of Daytona Beach, Florida. And like Daryl said, they were the Sunshine Conference champions. And the Eagles of Embry-Riddle are coached by Lisa Wilson in her 10th season. And as a matter of fact, she was the founding coach. They started their program 10 years ago at Embry-Riddle, and she's been there the whole time. They're out of Daytona Beach, as I said. Southeastern, Nova Southeastern. The Sharks are under head coach Leanne Freeland Curry, and they come. Nova comes out of Southern Florida,
Out of Fort Lauderdale.
At Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Also playing out of the Sunshine Conference, and this should be a good game. These two teams know each other. As a matter of fact, after the national anthem a few moments ago, they both came to center court and shook hands, all of them, with each other and went back to warming up. We'll be back with the start of this game right after we take this break.
We are creatures that thrive in the waters of South Florida. Movement is our oxygen. And to succeed, we press forward. Determined to care for our communities and our planet, where our approach is scientific, but our intention humane. Driven by our passions and our unique perspectives, we propel ourselves to greatness. We are Sharks. And our relentless need for movement keeps us driving towards excellence.
Well, both teams are headed to their respective benches, and we'll get you the opening lineups. And we'll be ready to start a little basketball here.
Nova looks like they brought a few people all the way up from the Miami area. That's good. Across the floor. A good crowd last night.
Real good crowd, and I expect with Union and Lee playing the second game, that crowd will start coming in about midway through this game. Because I think those folks from Lee got a bus, and they all came up.
Did.
They filled that bus, and they filled these stands last night.
You know, it's interesting, the 4 teams that are left, these two shoot around, they shot around, I don't know, close to 700 threes for the year. As has Lee in the next semifinal game. If you're going to tune in, you'll watch Union, who shot about 1,200.
That's right.
Different philosophies, different strategies. And these two teams want to keep the game in the 70s, at least.
Well, here's the opening lineups for Nova Southeastern. Madison Clunan, a 5'10 graduate student, will be starting. And for Embry-Riddle, Mary Langeman, a 5'7 junior, will be coming out. Karina Conley, a 6-foot graduate student, comes out for Southeastern, for Nova Southeastern. Lori Satchel, a 5'10 junior, a starter for Embry-Riddle. Coming out for Southeastern is Jess Moores, a 6-foot junior. And for Embry-Riddle, number 3 is Kaylee Turpinen. Southeastern will send out Peyton Graber, a 5'8 junior. Turpinen is a 5'7 junior. Jenna Tatarich, a 5'10 senior, will come out for Embry-Riddle. And the final player coming out for Nova Southeastern is going to be Michelle Clunan, a 5'7 graduate student also. And the final player, wearing number 23, is Jeanloli Madison, a 5'7 senior for Embry-Riddle.
Embry-Riddle is known as the Harvard of the Sky. Did you know that?
Because of their aeronautical program.
Right. Yeah. One of the best in the world, they claim.
Yep.
I will not be jumping out of a parachute.
I did that.
Why?
Because Air Force told me to.
It's called gravity.
Well, for Southeastern, Conley will be jumping center. She'll be jumping against Langerman. The ball is in the air. It's going to be controlled by Nova Southeastern. Moving from our right to our left as you look at your TV or your screen, and there's a turnover right off the bat. A steal by Satchel. Kind of threw it to her, didn't she? Embry-Riddle with it. Bounce pass underneath and goes right through the hands of Satchel, and it looks like we're going to play a game of turnovers for a while.
She had her down on the block. It was a great seal.
Mm-hmm.
A little too much mustard on that pass.
Graber back down with it. Satchel picks her up. Graber looks underneath. Pass goes there to Clunan. And Clunan will bring it back out and throw it away. We've had 3 possessions and 3 turnovers. Got to get the bugs out right now.
Playing on adrenaline, it'll settle down.
Embry-Riddle back down with it. In the hands of Langeman. And she'll get it outside. Working towards the free throw line is Madison. It loses the ball, picks it back up, and gives it back to Turpinen. And she'll work it back over, almost a steal. To the baseline goes Langeman with it. Shot up, no good. The rebound is going to be pulled down by Nova Southeastern, and a trip foul is going to be called right off the bat. It's going to go against Madison. That'll be
both teams using the double high post screen.
Yep, they're going to play the underneath game. Both ends of the court, it looks like. Nova Southeastern back down with it. The Sharks on the dribble. Pass into the right corner. Clunan will take it. That's Madison Clunan. She's a graduate student. Back outside it comes to Michelle Clunan. She goes in and loses the ball. It's going to be stripped away from her by Satchel. Lead pass to Teternich, and she'll hand it off there to Turpinen. Bounce pass at the high post. Holding it is Langeman. Give it back to Madison, who goes under the basket. Layup's going to be good, and she's going to be fouled. Ginaloe put it up and got fouled, and she'll be going to the free throw line. She's a 77% free throw shooter on the regular year. 2 fresh players come in for Nova Southeastern.
She's averaging around 17, so she's the go-to late in the shot clock.
Free throw is up. She got it. Makes it a 3-0 game. That foul went against Connolly moments ago. Southeastern with it. They've turned the ball over several times here already early on. Pass into the corner. Shot up and good by Terrell. And it's a 3-pointer to tie this one up at 3-3. Man-to-man defense set up by Nova Southeastern. Madison with the ball, works it right side to Turpin, and they go up underneath. Shot is up and over the rim, no good. Rebound's going to be pulled off there by Strupp, who had just come into the ball game. Down at the other end, it's out of bounds. And it will belong to Nova. In the corner, front court. Inbound pass will come from Graber and threw it away. Stolen by Teteric. And Turpinen will bring it into front court. Almost threw it away too. Got it into the hands of Madison. Get it off the knee. There's a shot up underneath. The block foul is going to be called. A little late on the whistle, Coach.
Yeah, they're going to see if the ball went in.
Well, it'll send them to the free throw line in the act of shooting. It's going to put Satchel there. That foul was against Terrell. That'll be her first. Zato just came into the game. Yeah, that's not right. I got her in the game, and I don't see her in the game. This free throw is up, and it is missed. Missed them both. Nova with the ball. Back into front court. Conley. Work it off into that right corner. Terrell. She was there. I didn't see her there, but she was there. Give it off. Driving the lane is Moore. Shot up is no good. Rebound pulled off by Embry-Riddle. They'll get it down into front court. Turpian tries to go up underneath and threw it just beyond the reach of Satchel. Threw it out of bounds.
Each team is giving the other one extra opportunities on these turnovers.
And they've been their share of them. That's 4 turnovers by Nova Southeastern so far. 2 from Embry-Riddle. Nova Southeastern looking underneath the basket. Satchel, Stupp will take it. Stupp goes to the basket, shot up and good for Aubrey Stupp. She averages 14 points a game.
She's the lead scorer coming off the bench.
There's a pass stolen away. Just a very poor pass. Drop it up underneath. Not a block out of bounds by Langerman. They had the runner. It was 2-on-1 and the 1-1.
That's a good athletic play.
So Graber will inbound it. Back outside, Stupp will take it and send it right side. Conley for a 3 that's off the rim, no good. It's going to be chased down. Good block out underneath. And chased down by Langerman. Get it into the hands of Tatarich. He'll put it up in the lane. It's going to be good. 5-5. We're almost halfway.
Pass up to 3. Sorry, Garrett. Pass up to 3. Hit a 12-footer.
Almost halfway through the first quarter, and it's 5-5. Very low scoring game. There's a 3 from the outside that's no good. It was put up by Stupp. Yep. To the free throw line again. Madison. She's already 1 for 1 there.
Yeah, Conley picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter. That's going to hurt your depth a little bit, and she has to sit.
Free throw is up, and it is good. Next one. In the air, and it is good. She's got 5 of their 7 points. Nova back down with it. Sharks working right side. Terrell with it. Give it off. Going down the lane. Shot way off the mark by Clunan. And up underneath. Players all over the floor. Graber went out hard. The foul was called. Timeout's going to be called on the court. We're going to take a break, too. We'll be right back. Well, we got a tight game, not much scoring, 7-5, as Embry-Riddle leads this one by 2.
Yeah, both teams really hadn't settled in yet. And Embry-Riddle is scoring from the free throw line. That's where our reports are coming from.
Yeah, Langman will be at the free throw line. She's a 61% free throw shooter on the year. Hits the first one. Mary's a 5'7" junior. Her next one is up. Missed it. Rebound is on the floor. Everybody's diving after it. It's going to be a jump ball. On the possession will go to Nova. And the Sharks will have it back. Substitutions coming in. Jess Moore's back into the ball game.
Oh, come on, Jack. We got the player doing Jack's ball out there.
Cowboy Jack, he didn't wear his hat, and that may be a problem. So it'll be inbounded by Turpinen. Better find somebody quick. Tries to go out underneath, and
they got a foul.
Yeah, they were salvaged on that one. I think that foul is going to go against Clunan. Number 20. That's her first. That's Michelle. And who would be back at the free throw line but Jinloy Madison, who's already 3 for 3 there. Has 5 of her team's 8 points. Hit another one. 4:45 left to play in the first quarter. Next one from Madison is no good. Missed her first one of the afternoon. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Terrell, and she'll bring it down into front court. Moving with the ball is Graber. Graber pulls it up, sends it back out to Clunan. Clock is counting down. It's at 8. Hand it back to Graber, to the basket. Shot up, good.
Yeah, it beat the closeout right to the middle of the paint. No help.
9-7. There's a pass up underneath the basket. They had Satchel double team, actually triple team. Pass goes back up underneath to Madison, and she travels with the ball. Wanted to throw it to somebody and realized that she was fixing to throw it away. Forced her into the travel.
Yeah, I thought she had to kick out to the corner, but didn't throw it.
Nova will bring Stupp back into the ball game as Graber will take a seat. Moores and Clunan will bring it down. Clunan, top of the key. Bounce pass into the hands of Stupp. And she'll work it right side over to Terrell. Skip it across into the hands of Clunan. Stops, goes into the corner for a wide open 3. It's up, it's no good. It put up by Alana Ellis, who had just come in, the 5'11 senior. Rebounds pulled down by Embry-Riddle, and a travel is going to be called. Langman. He confronted her, and she decided to go around it, but she threw that back foot back, and it's going to cost you every time.
You would think these teams would not be intimidated, but maybe you're intimidated by the moment. But a lot of turnovers, unforced errors.
Clunan with the ball. Bounces it up underneath to Stupp. She'll put the shot up. It's no good. Bounced off the front of the rim. 7-9 is the score. We've got 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's a 3 outside. It's not going to be any good. Put up by Turpinen. Rebounds pulled down by Riddle. They'll bring it down into front court. Shot up. Rolls in good for Turpinen. Her first 2 of the ball game. 9-9. Maybe they'll get hot now for the next 3 minutes. Well, they just kicked the ball out of bounds. As Turpinen went to the right side, she lost the ball out of bounds, and it belongs back to Embry-Riddle. Give it to Clunan to bring down. Coming from under the basket. Stupp will take it. Go left side for a three. Up, no good. Missed by Ellis again, and rebound's going to be pulled down by Embry-Riddle. Turpinen with it. Into the corner. Madison looks underneath. Back to Turpinen. Send it outside. Nope. Turpinen comes dribbling out with it herself. Looking underneath. Nothing open right now. Now they pass it under there. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Tipped out by Stupp. So it'll blow.
They're fronting and getting help side on the post player. That pass isn't there, which tells you there's a diagonal skip to the other side of the floor. You got to look for that when you see the help covering the lob on the post.
Turpinen will inbound it. And threw it away.
Threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, threw it away. So it belongs back to Nova Southeastern. 9-9 with 2:11 left to play in the first quarter. It's the semifinals of the region. Clunan with it. Into the corner,
good
wide
look.
open three is no good. It's going to be missed over there by Moores. Picked up on a steal and put back in by Terrell. That's her 5th point. Back in front court, Embry-Riddle with it. Looked for the cutter, got her. Little jump shot in the lane is no good. It's picked up, put back up. No good again, this time by Turpinen, and taken down by Southeastern. Clunan will bring it down. Work it for a three. Left side looks good, and it is good. Put up by Dash Shaw, a 5'6" graduate student who had just come into the ball game. Averages 6 points a game. She got half of them right there. Timeout on the court. We'll be back right after this message.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry-Riddle.
About 19 seconds. There's about a 7-second differential in the two clocks. Clunan working it, running the clock down. Clunan backs off, has the ball knocked away, picked up by Embry-Riddle. They'll bring it down into front court. looking for the last shot. If they can get it, they better put it up quick, and there it is, and they bank it in from way outside. What a shot. Put up by Teterich. Give her the 3. She's got 5 points. Averages 7 points a game. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-point game. That's the end of the first quarter of play. 16-12. Southeastern leads it. We'll be back after this message. Well, after one quarter of play, it's a 16-12 game. A little more scoring than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah, they kind of picked it up here in the last 3 minutes.
So it belongs to Nova Southeastern to get the second quarter started. Looking at a zone set up, a 2-3 zone set up by Embry-Riddle. Clunan with it, coming from under the basket. Stupp will take it and send it back out. Driving around is Moores and cuts back to Clunan. Drop it up underneath to Stupp, and she's going to be grabbed and fouled by Brooks. Chandler Brooks, who had just come in, 5'11 sophomore. And it'll put Nova Southeastern, the Sharks, up underneath the basket. Inbound pass. It's going to be tipped away. Try to cut it back outside, and Langman managed to get a Lynchman, that is, managed to get a hand on it. Inbound pass comes to Clunan. Clunan being guarded tightly by Madison. Gets it off right side. Moores will work it over into the corner and get it back. Moores with clock counting down, goes underneath. Shot up is no good. The rebound is going to be pulled down by Embry-Riddle.
Well, Brooks got the rebound and took it down the floor.
Lensman with it. Goes into the corner for a shot up by Brooks. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Sharks. They'll run it into front court. Satchel goes under. That was Stupp. Went under the basket and was fouled. Missed the shot, but she'll be going to the free throw line. If you're Embry-Riddle, this is the one gal you don't want at the free throw line. 89% shooter from there. Averages 14 points a game, has only got 2 in this one so far. Back into the game comes Ellis for the Sharks. Free throw is up, and it is good. Stupp will get the next one. Puts it up, and as you would expect, got them both. 18-12, back to a 6-point game. So Embry-Riddle will bring it down.
Nova went a little bit bigger this time on defense.
Coming around is Lynchman, goes up under the basket, kicks it outside to Brooks, who works it back to the top of the key. Brooks starts left, puts it over in that corner. Clock is at 8. Lynchman will Turpin in, takes it, goes into the lane, drops it up underneath. a travel is going to be called against Satchel.
We got Mercedes Simmons guarding the basket at 6'1".
That's 10 turnovers here in the first half against Embry-Riddle.
Nova went big.
But still, it's only a 6-point game. There's a hook shot going to fall in good with a left-handed hook. Put up by Terrell. And at the other end, well, you've got an offensive foul. That's another turnover, isn't it, Coach?
That is, yep.
Nobody in any foul trouble right now with 8:08 left to play in this first half.
Mercedes Simmons making her presence known on both ends of the floor.
The Sharks back down with it, leading 20-12 now. Pass goes into the corner to Clunan, and she'll work it back out to Graber. Graber at the top of the key, into the lane. We'll send it back out to Clunan. Drop it up underneath. Travel. Too many steps.
I just bragged on her, and then she commits a turnover.
Mercedes Simmons, the graduate student who just came off the bench a few moments ago. Just a little stutter step backwards. So Embry-Riddle's back down with it. Tatarich with it. There's a 5-second call. Another turnover for Embry-Riddle. That's 12 here in the first half. Nova Southeastern has committed 6 turnovers. Graber will bring it down. Hands it off to Moores, goes under the basket. Gives it under there to Simmons, and as she goes to the basket, has her shot blocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Nova Southeastern up underneath their own basket. Graber will do the honors. Gets it into Simmons. Simmons to the basket, shot up. It bounces off, no good. Hit every part of the rim and then pop back out of there. Embry-Riddle back down with it. Turpinen drops it into the hands of Satchel. Satchel looks for somebody. Gives it outside to Tatarich. They go in the corner to Brooks for a three that's no good. Might have been just inside the three-point line. Rebound pulled down and put back in, though, by Satchel. That's her first points. Southeastern back down. Clunan three, up, no good. Rebound pulled off by Satchel. Embry-Riddle down by 6 with the ball. For a three, it's good. Turpinen has 5 points now with that three, and it's a 3-point game. Driving to the basket, shot is up and no good. Put up by Moores and up underneath the basket on the rebound. A held ball, a tie ball is going to be called.
You're getting up and down a little bit now. Embry-Riddle with 12, 13 turnovers and got a chance to tie it up.
Madison Clunan back into the ball game for Nova. Embry-Riddle back down with it, like you say, down by 3 now with 6:19 left to play in the second quarter. Got it in the hands of Tatarich. Turnaround jumper's up, and it is good. It's a 1-point game, 20-19. Foul's going to be called up underneath the basket as Graber put the shot up over the bucket. They'll send Graber to the free throw line. 61% free throw shooter on the regular season. It's up, it's good. Makes it a 2-point game. Graber's next one is up, missed it. Rebound chased down, and Simmons, Stupp will come up with it. Get it back outside to Graber. Pass to the high post. Clunan takes it, spins. Clunan looks underneath, gets it under there, but shot's going to be missed by Shaw and taken out of there by Embry-Riddle. A chance to tie or go ahead for the Eagles. The pass underneath, a double team there. They'll try to go across court. She does.
Wow.
Puts it up and ties this ball game up.
Had a good strong move there. Played through the contact.
And it was Madison with the 2. Back down. Jumper from the free throw line. Up and missed by Stupp. And on the rebound, a foul is going to be called. That foul is called on Lynchman. That's her first. That's the 5th foul against Embry-Riddle, and none have been called in this quarter against the Nova Southeastern. First free throw by Clunan is missed. She hits him at a 72% rate during the regular season. Second one is up, and it is good. Her first point of the ball game. And it's 22-21. Embry-Riddle back down with it. In the hands of Tatarich, and she'll skip it across. Picked up over there by Napoli. A long skip on the other side. Napoli with it. The clock is counting down. It's at 6, so they shoot a 3 from the outside. It's no good. That one was put up by Lynchman and pulled down by the Sharks. Terrell will bring it down. At the high post is Clunan. Clunan spins, throws it up, a little bit shy. It's no good. Rebound's going to be pulled off by Lynchman.
Oh, great pass.
And a great run. Great catch. Put in by Satchel. Quickly back in the front court of the Sharks. The 3 is up. It's going to be missed. Put up by Shaw, and the rebound's going to be pulled down by Embry-Riddle. They've got the lead after being behind most of the first half of this ball game.
They're all doing this without John Louis, their leading scorer.
There's a kick in the corner. Napoli with it, and she'll send it back outside. Turpinen, top of the key. Napoli will have it, give it off to Turpinen. She drives in, cut off there. 3 is up, it's no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Clunan. And they'll get it quickly in the front court to Stupp. Stupp drives into the lane. Nice pass up underneath.
That's a good cut. Good read.
Got Shaw coming along the baseline.
I like it. A great find under the basket.
Well, when you go to a double team like that under there, somebody's going to be breaking to the basket. Embry-Riddle with it. Spin, shot up. Nice move. Put in by Satchel. She's got 6. 25-24. Embry-Riddle leads it with 3:02 left to play in the second quarter. This is the semifinals of the D2 South Regional NCAA Division II. Shot up, partially blocked. Stuff went to the floor. It's going to be pulled down, and Lynchman will bring it down into front court. Give it off for a driving shot. Missed, but put back in. Madison got that one also. She's got 10.
Tell you what, Satchel is doing a great job running the floor, getting herself in position for offensive rebounds and the putbacks.
We've got a timeout on the court with 2:29 left to play in the second quarter. Embry-Riddle leads at 27-24. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Well, 2:29 left to play in this one, this first half of this one, and it's a 3-point game. Looks like it could be anybody's ball game.
And like I said, Embry-Riddle doing all this without their lead scorer, Madison Jean-Louis, with those 2 fouls early. She sat out the whole second quarter. Riddle doing a great job offensively without her on the floor.
Nova with the ball. Terrell on the dribble outside. Comes to the high post. Shaw will pick it up. Shaw will drive the lane, puts the shot up, rolls off good. Gets her on the rebound and can't get the second shot to go. It's pulled off there by Embry-Riddle. They'll bring it down. 2 minutes on the game clock. Bounce pass up underneath the basket. Better find some place to get it outside, and they do. Into the hands of Brooks. Thought about the three. Gets it up underneath. Shot's going to be blocked and knocked out of bounds. Staton into the ball game. Had her shot blocked under there. And they'll inbound it with Turpinen. Taking it by Tatarich. There's a shot kind of off balance as the buzzer was fixing to go off. Got to watch that shot clock. A chance to get a little closer with 1:37 for Nova. It looked like Nova was going to run away with it in the first quarter. Embry-Riddle came back, even with all the turnovers. Moores under the basket. Hands it off.
Man.
Nice underhand shot by Graber.
Nice little 2-man game along the baseline. Good quick shot also.
It's a 1-point game. Coming out of that corner, they're going to get it up underneath to Staton. And she'll drop it right side. Little jumper along the baseline is going to be good.
Another good kick out.
Turpinen hit that one. 29-26. Nova. Shot up, driving. A foul is going to be called. The shot's missed by Graber, but she'll be going to the free throw line. That's the first foul on Staton. Graber, second time there. 1 for 2 so far. Like I say, she's a 61% free throw shooter. First one's up, and it is good. She's a junior. She'll be back. Of course, everybody who plays the NCAA wants to get to the regional. Misses the second one. And a chance to tie again. I'm sorry. Embry-Riddle's only up by 2. There's a 3 out of the corner. Make it 5. Napoli put that 3 in. Young lady averages 5 points a game. Going to go for the last shot. Nope, that's about 10 seconds difference. Kind of would have gone for two for 1 maybe. A little jump shot from the free throw line is going to be missed by Graber. Taken down by Embry-Riddle. Long pass in the front court. Napoli will back off, and they'll get it outside to Turpin.
Oh, no.
Drop it in the corner. They're going to have to get a shot off. It's up. It's no good. That's the end of the first half of play, as Terich couldn't make it fall. It's a 32-27 game. Embry-Riddle is up by 5 over Nova Southeastern. We'll be back with the halftime stats right after we take this break.
We are creatures that thrive in the waters of South Florida. Movement is our oxygen. And to succeed, we press forward. Determined to care for our communities and our planet, where our approach is scientific, but our intention humane. Driven by our passions and our unique perspectives, we propel ourselves to greatness. We are sharks. And our relentless need for movement keeps us driving towards excellence.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry-Riddle.
Well, we're at halftime of the Division II Women's South Region basketball tournament, and it is a 32-27 lead for Embry-Riddle. And you've got some stats on this one, don't you, Coach?
Like the previous three games between these two conference rivals. There were 6 lead changes and 4 ties in that first half. The Sharks' biggest lead was 8, and the biggest lead for the Eagles was 5. Is where it is right now. I think the other 3 meetings were 5-point affairs. But let's look and see how Nova Southeastern fared in that first half. So they shot 30% at 10 of 33. Only 2 of 9 at the 3-point line for 22%. And 5 of 8 at the free throw line. I'll give them 63% there. 16 rebounds for Nova Southeastern. They had 5 on the offensive end and 11 defensive rebounds. 6 assists. They only committed 6 turnovers, and they had a couple of steals. Nobody had double figures for Nova Southeastern. As let's see, Kaylin Terrell is leading scorer with 7. 6 points by Peyton Graver. Jess Morris had 2. Madison Clunan made a free throw for her point. 4 points out of Aubrey Stupp, their leading scorer, with only 4 in that first half. 5 points from Dash Shaw and 2 points out of Mercedes Simmons. Embry-Riddle shot 44% from the field. That's 12 of 27. 3 of 7 from long range at 43%, and they were 5 of 9 from the free throw line at 56%. 26 rebounds for Embry-Riddle. 6 offensive rebounds and 20 on defense. They dished out 4 assists, but they had 13 turnovers. 13 turnovers in the first half, and they're winning the ball game. They had 4 steals and 3 blocks. 10 points from Laurie Satchel leads this Embry-Riddle team on 5 of 7 shooting, and she pulled down 5 rebounds. So good stat line in that first half out of 14 minutes. 7 points from Jenna Tedderich. 6 points out of John Louis, who is their leading scorer, but she was in foul trouble. She only played close to 9 minutes, only 1 field goal, and made 4 free throws. 1 point out of Mary Lingaman. Kaylee Turperding had 5. 3 points out of Sarah Napoli to round out the scoring. The Sharks bench scored 18 points to the Eagles 3. That's a big difference there. But those Sharks had a 16-12 lead at the end of the first quarter, but Embry-Riddle came back and had a 20-11 second quarter to take this lead here at halftime, 32-27.
And you wonder how you can turn the ball over 13 times and still be leading.
Well, Nova Southeastern was 2 of 9 from 3-point range. That's some of it.
Yeah, but
and they got out. It was 26-16 in the rebounding column. So the 13 turnovers apparently didn't cost them that much because only 8 points scored off those turnovers by Nova Southeastern. They just didn't capitalize a lot of those turnovers.
Embry-Riddle only played 8 players in that first half, and they had 2 players go 18 minutes. And Lynchman and Tatarich, they went 18 minutes each. They didn't get much rest.
Yeah, they did not. Yeah, I think a lot of it had to do with Madison John Louis was on the bench. Somebody to pick up a little slack there. Those 2 fouls saddled her in the first half. And the Eagles did a great job of covering for her. And she'll be ready to go, obviously, this second half. But Nova Southeastern did not take advantage of the situation when she was on the bench.
Well, Southeastern is back out taking their warm-up shots. We're starting to see a few of the Embry-Riddle players coming out as they'll pick up some balls and start shooting them too to get ready for the third quarter of this ball game. This is the semifinals of the NCAA Division II Women's Basketball South Region. We'll be back with the third quarter right as we take this break.
We are creatures that thrive in the waters of South Florida. Movement is our oxygen. And to succeed, we press forward. Determined to care for our communities and our planet, where our approach is scientific, but our intention humane. Driven by our passions and our unique perspectives, we propel ourselves to greatness. We are sharks. And our relentless need for movement keeps us driving towards excellence.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry-Riddle.
Well, we're ready to start the third quarter of this ball game as Embry-Riddle leads it 32-27 over Nova Southeastern. This is the NCAA Division II Women's Basketball South Region. We'll be keeping up with other region games that are going on as we start to shrink down. The number of teams will be heading to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to try to win a national championship.
Yeah, Nova's going to get the ball here. Open up the third quarter. They only shot 19% in the second quarter, so they're going to climb back this one. They better start making a few of those shots underneath. There were 3 of 16 in the second quarter. They need to open up a third quarter here with a big basket.
They'll be moving from our left to our right as you look at your screen. Decked out in the black uniforms is Nova Southeastern, if you're just joining us. Coming from under the basket is Clunan to pick it up and drop it over to Moores. Moores gives it off. The other Clunan, the other sister. The shot is up from the outside. It's no good, and it's going to go out of bounds. Michelle Clunan went after it. Those two.
Looks like she's okay. She hit the wall pretty hard.
Those two young ladies came here from Ursuline College. They both played their ball there, came here as graduate students. Ball's going to be knocked away from behind and knocked out of bounds by Nova Southeastern. So it'll belong to Embry-Riddle, and Turpinen will inbound it. And she'll get it back at top of the key, being guarded there by Moores. Underhand shuffle to Terrich. His shot is up. It's tipped, they say. The underneath official said the ball was tipped as it went out of bounds. The Southeast people say nope, it wasn't. It was just an air ball.
That was one official against about 500 in the gym.
That's right.
That was an air ball.
Yes. Southeastern with it. Trying to penetrate, but they'll send it off into the corner.
Oh.
And Moores comes back out with it.
That's a risky pass cross court.
Yeah. Graber drops it up underneath. Can't do anything there. Going to the corner for a three. That's no good. That one put up by Conley, who is back in the ball game. And they'll work it down into front court. As Embry-Riddle picked up the rebound. Turpinen with it. Underhand. Shuffles it, and hand check foul is going to be called. I believe that one's going to go against Clunan. Stepping out of bounds over here to inbound it down in front of us is Madison. Gets it to Turpinen. Coming out from under the basket. Taking the pass is Tatarich. Turns around, shot up, and it's good for Jenna. That's her 9th point. It's 34-27. Quickly down into front court. Ball is up in the air. It's going to be controlled by Southeastern. Now that corner, the three is up and missed by Conley. Rebound picked up, put back in good by Madison Clunan. Her first field goal of the game, her 3rd point of the game. On the outside, Tatarich has it. Work it over to Madison. To the high post. They'll hand it off there to Satchel. Satchel makes her move, and she's going to be body fouled as she is confronted by Clunan. That'll be Madison Clunan's first foul. Fresh players coming in for Nova.
Neither team's spacing very good right now. A lot of congestion. And they're trying to penetrate into the teeth of the defense.
With the ball is Turpinen, and a foul's going to be called on a reach from behind. I think they got Moores for that one. So stepping out is Turpinen to inbound it up underneath the basket. Get it into Lynchman. And she'll put up an 18-footer. That's good. Wow. Picked up her first field goal of the ball game. She's got 3 points, having hit a free throw. They're going to drive the ball. Good shot, move. Just a power move down the lane. The shot's good, and the foul's going to be called. And they'll put Stupp at the free throw line. She's already 2 for 2 in this game and is an 89% free throw shooter.
They cleared out for her there. That was just one-on-one, head down, going to the rim.
Free throw by Stupp is up, and it is good. She's got 7 points now. 4-point game. 36-32. Madison takes the bounce pass, looks underneath, sends it back outside to Tatarich. Go to Madison under the basket, and she's going to be fouled by Clunan. Michelle Clunan has picked up her 2nd foul. She's going to send Madison to the free throw line. 4 for 5 from the line. Hits the first one. She's got 11 points on the evening. Averages 17 a game. Next one is also good. 38-32. Back to a 6-point game. We drop under 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Moores with the ball. Moores makes a move, goes into the lane, and kicks it into the corner for a 19-foot jumper that's off the edge of the rim. No good. The rebound's going to be pulled down by Embry-Riddle. Turpinen with the ball. Turpinen starts left. He's going to be confronted. Drive to the basket. As Stupp went with her, and the ball's going to be lost out of bounds. It's knocked out by Nova Southeastern. It'll belong to Embry-Riddle up underneath their own basket.
Well, that was good defense by Strupp. She got caught on the switch. She was able to hold her ground there.
Terrell back into the ball game for Southeastern. The inbound pass will come from Turpinen. Madison takes it. Madison into the lane, spins, jumper, up, bounces in good. Madison is their go-to gal. She's their leading scorer on the year. And it's an 8-point advantage now for Embry-Riddle, 40-32. 6:11 left to play in this 3rd quarter. Cross court, Clunan will skip it and send it back out front, driving as Shaw. Get it into the corner for a little layup. Coming into the lane is going to be good by Moores. She has her first points of the ball game. Back to a 6-point game. Turpinen with it. They'll swing it off left side. Madison stops, looks, and sends it back to Teterich. And they go across court. On the dribble is Turpinen. Clock is at 8. Madison takes it. Madison drives. Madison's going to be fouled. No call by the officials. Missed the shot. It was rebounded and put back up, but it's going to fall off. A foul is going to be called the second time around.
That's Satchel again going to the boards.
And she'll be going to the free throw line in the act of shooting. Satchel, only a 47% free throw shooter on the year. She's a junior at 5'10". Laurie Satchel. Free throw. Going to take her time. Put it up. High arcing is going to be missed. Teterich came over to try to give her a little confidence on the next one. High arcing. Got it. 7 points for her.
Well, whatever she told her, it worked.
Back into the ball game comes Chandler Brooks. Southeastern back down with it. Conley, top of the key. They'll go left to Moores and back out front. Give it to Conley. Tries to drop it underneath and threw it away. Picked up by Embry-Riddle. Turnover. Up under, a foul is going to be called, and I think that's probably going to go against Terrell. It is. It'll be her second. Timeout's going to be called on the court. Southeastern has committed 5 fouls already, and Embry-Riddle only 1. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. .457 left to play in the third quarter. Embry-Riddle has got their shooting percentage up to 47% now.
Yeah, that's right.
And they haven't turned the ball over in the third quarter.
I was going to say, and Nova has not answered the bell here in this third quarter. Said they had to start making some shots. Hadn't been able to do that yet.
At the free throw line. First one is missed by Satchel. She's 1 for 3 from the free throw line. This one, she gets. She's got 8 points. That's her average on the year. The inbound pass will come from Jess Moores.
It's a 15-2 quarter right now, right?
I think that's right. 42-34. Southeastern threw the ball away. It was Napoli who faked like she was going to try to steal the ball, and it forced a turnover. It forced Conley to take her eye off of it. Katerich with it. Give it off to Madison. Work it back out front. Hand it off there to Mapoli, and she'll send it back over for a three, up and missed by Katerich. But they'll pull the rebound down and get it back outside to start it again.
That's Satchel, but she didn't have to work hard for that one. Long rebound right to her.
Madison, shot along the baseline is no good. It's going to be tipped out front, taken off the floor by Simmons. They'll get it long into front court. Stop, shot up, got it. Graber picked up the two. Little floater in the lane. 42-36. Working the ball into front court is Brooks. Hand it off there to Katerich, and she'll give it back to Napoli. Sarah Napoli, a 5'5" senior on this team, starts left. Throws up a three from outside and banked it in.
Whoa.
Her second three-pointer of the game. And that one was a bank shot. Shot underneath. Put up by Simmons is going to be good. Simmons, 6'1" graduate student.
That's a nice play off a little secondary break there.
Put a little pressure on Nova Southeast. Had a little double team pressure back in backcourt and then broke away from it. Brooks with it. 45-38 to score. Underneath, a block foul is going to be called against Southeastern.
Yeah, that's a good call.
That one goes against Graber. They're going to shoot two. Embry-Riddle has done everything right here in the third quarter. They haven't turned the ball over. They haven't committed a lot of fouls. And because of it, they're up by 7. Free throw by Satchel is no good. She's 2 for 5 now from the free throw line. Satchel waits on the next one, puts it up, and got it. 46-38. We're down to just under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Only one foul committed by Embry-Riddle.
All right. Graber will take it down the lane. Kind of throws it up. Yeah. Foul is going to be called underneath the basket, and it's going to go against Napoli. That's her first. I think, if I'm not mistaken, let's take a look. They've only committed 8 fouls in the whole ball game. Embry-Riddle. The free throw by Graber is no good. She's also 2 for 5 from the free throw line. And the next one is good.
Oh, man, what a steal.
Another steal. And the shot up and banked in by Graber. Full court pressure is kind of working for Nova Southeastern. Trying to get back into this game. It's a 5-point game right now.
Yeah, they've evened up the quarter. Let's see if they can continue the momentum.
With the ball is Turpinen, and she has it knocked away. It's going to be stolen. Out of there on the run, into front court. Stop, hand it off. They'll drop it and throw it away, but a charge foul is going to be called against Graber. That's her third foul. And he'll give it back to Embry-Riddle. Up under the basket.
Watch a run out here. They're off running.
Full court pressure. Yeah, there's 2 runners, but they had to come back for it. Moores has it in back court. Moores works into front court with it. Drops it under the basket. Give it off in front of the basket for a little shot that's going to be missed under there by Statman. Over Southeastern back down with it. 1:50 left in this third quarter. Graber looks underneath. Pass goes there to Clunan. Turnaround shot up. Good for Madison Clunan.
That's a nice move. She came off that double screen and went right to the post.
Foul's going to be called, and I think they're going to get Michelle Clunan for that one. That will be her third, I think, also. They're going to walk the length of the court. Going to be shooting some free throws. It's a 3-point game, 46-43. We'll send Madison back to the free throw line. 6 of 7 from the line in this game for her. First one. Got it. The team has 11 points from the free throw line in the game. The second one, she got it, make it 12. She's 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Back to a 5-point game. Southeastern back down in the front court with it. 1:29 left to play in this third quarter. Moores drop it right side to Clunan and bring it back out front to Conley. Nothing there. Coming under the basket. Clunan will take it. Working the perimeter outside. Clock is at 6. Clunan drops it up underneath. Double team, but shot over the double team by Madison Clunan is going to be good. Back to
two good moves in the paint.
3-point game again. Madison with it. Madison into front court. Madison into the lane. Jumper, free throw line. Good for Madison. They just let her roam a little bit too free. Madison dropped it in. Southeastern back down. A 3 by Graber is no good. Rebound pulled down by Clunan, and she's going to be fouled by Madison. She came flying down the lane. Madison just stuck her arm up.
Well, that was a quick 3. Pulled the trigger on that one pretty quick, but get some free throws out of this on an offensive rebound. May have been a 2-for-1 situation.
Michelle Clunan, a 71% free throw shooter. First time there. Hasn't scored in this ball game. And still hasn't. Missed the first free throw. Got the second one. It's a 4-point game. Here's a runner. It's going to be picked up on the run into front court. With it comes Turpinen. She'll back off now. Pass wasn't quite strong enough. Turpinen, pass underneath, tipped out of bounds by Conley. Turpinen will step out there to inbound it. Being fronted by Moores. The inbound pass. We got a jump ball called.
Yep.
It'll stay there. And they'll inbound it again. Turpinen will try another one.
Nice little dive in there by Lingaman.
Pass outside into the hands of Langeman. Hand it off to Turpinen. They'll give it back and they'll drop it up underneath. Wide open. Good pass and maybe a little push off under there by Statham. She picks up her first 2 of the game. Long 3. In and out, no good. We're going to end the third quarter. And it's a 6-point game, 52-46. Embry-Riddle leads it. We'll be back right after this break. Well, we're into the final quarter now. 10 more minutes, and it's over with. And one of these teams will be going to the finals. It's a 6-point lead for Embry-Riddle.
Yeah, Nova came back there at the end of that third quarter, stay within a stone's throw of this Embry-Riddle team. Big basket here to open the quarter. Will continue that momentum.
Well, Clunan will get things started for the Sharks. Driving up underneath the basket. Moores puts in 2. She's got 4 points in the game. Back to a 4-point game. Long pass going to be thrown away. Threw it into front court, and nobody was there. Moores has it. This is a big run here for Nova Southeastern. Pass out front. Moores will take it. Moore drives in. Moore's shot's going to be blocked. It's on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. Give that one to Embry-Riddle.
Nova pressing here. See what kind of press offense that the Eagles can muster. They're going 4 on the baseline.
Let's see what Embry does with it. Are they going to try the long pass? Usually when they step back like that.
Come on, Jack. Where are you, buddy?
Look at Jack. He's down here talking to somebody.
Uh-oh. Yep. He dock his pay.
He's going to take it away from her, isn't he? Now, if she steps back a little bit, she's going to throw that ball long. Just wait and see. If she doesn't, she probably won't. So, she doesn't. And she throws it away. Southeastern has it again on just a poor pass on the inbound. Southeastern trying to make this a 2-point game. Clinton with it into the corner. Graber will take it. Graber drives. Graber into the lane. Floater up and missed it. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Satchel. Actually, that was Madison that got a hand on it and tipped it out. So it still belongs to Southeastern. They'll inbound it along the baseline this time. Peyton Graber will throw the ball outside. Picked up in back court by Clunan. 14 on the shot clock. Plenty of time to set your play now. Graber drives. Graber, little floater underhand from up front. Graber puts it in.
Embry-Riddle is not stopping the penetration off the dribble.
It's a 2-point game. Almost a steal. In back court by Graber. But instead, working it down in front court is Turpin. Calls the play from outside. Turpin, top of the key. Drops it off to Lensman. Lensman's going to be grabbed and fouled by Graber. I've got 4 on Graber. Is that right? It is. And she's got 13 points. She's been a integral part of the fourth quarter now, the third and fourth quarter, and averages only 8 points a game. So they have to get her out with still 8 minutes left to play. Turpinen. Out of the corner, the 3 is up. It's going to be missed over there by Tetrich, and down with it comes Southeastern. Drop it up underneath the basket. Shot blocked under there. Tetrich made the block. And a kick of the ball will give it back into the hands of the Eagles.
Embry-Riddle has struggled getting the ball in against his pressure.
So Tetrich will inbound it again. A timeout's going to be called. I think Coach Wilson didn't think she's going to get it in.
Didn't like what she saw there either. They've tried 3 different press breaks. None of them worked so far.
We got a timeout on the court. We'll take one, and we'll be right back.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the war in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry-Riddle.
Well, we've got a barn burner, you might say. 52-50 with 7:48 left to play in the game.
This Nova team has picked up the defensive pressure, kind of sped the game up. That's been in their favor. As Embry-Riddle's had a little trouble breaking the press. They've tried to scramble, which is just get open. They've tried to 4 across and a run out. Then that last time they tried a guard-to-guard screen, and let's see what they come up with here.
You got a good look a moment ago of Coach Mark Campbell, the head coach for Union, to be playing the next game. Also the athletic director here at Union. So the ball will belong to Embry-Riddle up underneath the basket again. We'll see what happens here. Again, it will be to Terich, who will inbound it. Can't run it, so she's got to stay in that position. Inbound pass is going to come to Turpinen, and she'll get it back over to Terich to bring down. 52-50. This Embry-Riddle Eagles team is leading. Hash mark right to Turpin. Goes down the lane, drops it along the baseline, and a block foul is going to be called. Wow. She missed that one.
I thought she stepped out of bounds before she got there.
I think she missed that one.
All right.
So the inbound pass will belong to Embry-Riddle. It's a second foul against Nova Southeastern. Yeah, I kind of thought she had gone out of bounds too, and to be honest with you, I thought the player she ran into was already out of bounds.
Yeah.
Which would have meant that she had to go out of bounds to hit her. So the inbound pass comes out to Madison. She'll wait for Turpinen to come back out and pick it up. Give it back to Madison. 10 on the shot clock. Madison on the dribble outside. Madison down the lane, spins, and what's the call? Offensive call. Foul on Madison.
They got to travel.
Did they get a travel?
Yeah.
It was just before the offensive foul was going to be called. They're kind of working on that perspiration down to the
got
left.
floor crews getting a workout.
Yeah. So the ball will be inbounded, and Nova Southeastern looking to tie this ball game up. Moores goes to Clunan. Clunan hands it off. Driving is Terrell. Terrell will give it off to Clunan in the lane. Double team. Drops up underneath the basket. Kicking it in the corner for a three. That's no good. Clunan comes down with a rebound up underneath. The shot's going to be missed under there by Terrell also. Long pass in the front court to Madison. She missed the shot. And down with the rebound will come Clunan.
That was no foul there.
No, I didn't see it.
He just fell down.
Yeah. But the ball on the outside is Moores, who will hand it off to Clunan. Spins, hook shot up, tied this ball game up. Madison Clunan picked up her 9th point. 52-52. A lot of time, 6:14 left to play. Moore's with it. Drop it up underneath. Shot up is going to be missed underneath the basket by Satchel. A lot of bodies flying around down here. There's a foul from behind. I think they're going to get Satchel for a reach foul at the other end. And that will be her first foul. Her third foul, they're saying. So the inbound pass will come from underneath the basket, and Nova a chance to take the lead for the first time in 3 quarters. Turnaround shot up, rolls in good. Kind of hung on the rim before Clunan put that one in. It's 54-52. Nova Southeastern leads it. Pass outside comes to Teterich. Work at the top of the key to Turpinen. Turpinen starts around the screen set, and he'll get it back out to Teterich. Clock is at 5. Madison with it. Madison drives. Wide open shot. Madison missed it. Bounced off the rim. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Nova, and a foul is going to be called on a reach on Turpinen.
John Louis had the lane wide open. A great job of, I think it's Michaela Clunan not fouling there. And John Louis not able to put the ball in the basket.
So Nova, who has picked the lead back up, has got it with a chance to expand it a little bit as they bring it down into front court. On the outside, Graver, they drop it up underneath. Shot up, going to be missed, but a foul is going to be called on Madison. It'll be a shooting foul, and it will put Stupp at the free throw line when we come back, and that was the 4th foul on Jinloa Madison, their leading scorer. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the final 5 minutes of this one right after this. .458 left to play in this basketball game. Stupp at the line. She's 3 for 3 there. Hits the first one.
Now they took Madison G. Louis out. I know she's got 4 fouls, but this is a loser leave town game. I think I'll leave her in.
Next one is up, and it is good.
Especially to help with the press break.
Here's a long pass, gonna be caught and put up. The foul is going to be called up underneath the basket.
Or
Satchel was a little slow getting that ball up.
Or you go offense, defense with her. I'm talking about Jean Louis. See if you can get away with that for the next 5 minutes.
Satchel's free throw. She's 3 for 6 from the line in this ball game. Misses the first one. And I think she's missed the first one each time she's been there, and hit the second one each time.
She ought to shoot the second one first.
How
about that?
Yeah, she missed them both this time.
Big rebound, though.
Rebound picked up, shot up, no good by Langeman. Lead pass goes into the hands of Clunan. She'll get it back over to Moores, and Moores will slow things down. 4:37 to play. 4-point lead for Nova Southeastern. Graber will continue to dribble. Graber gives it off to Shaw.
Yep.
And a charge foul is going to be called on Shaw.
Well, they went high-low, and Step was open, but she came up to set the up screen, and it calls that push foul.
So it will belong to Embry-Riddle up underneath the basket. And here comes an experience again. Tatarich will find somebody quick. She gets it into Napoli. And Napoli will bring it down into front court. Hand off to Turpinen. She calls the play. At the high post, they hand it off. Working with it is Tatarich to the basket, driving layup. Good for Jenna. She's got 11 points on a 7-point per game average, and she'll be going to the free throw line to try to convert a three. Tatarich is a 90% free throw shooter, one of the best in the country.
But can you make them in the clutch?
It's a 2-point game. She made it.
Nothing but net.
It's a 1-point game, 56-55. The last 4 minutes are going to be interesting. A little pressure is going to be put on by Embry-Riddle. Kind of token to slow things down a little bit. Nova in the front court with it. Comes Moores with the ball. Graber will take it. Give it off to Clunan. Into the lane. Jumper up. Good for Clunan. That's her first field goal of the game. 58-55. A little hand check foul is going to be called on Jess Moores. It's only the third foul. That's the fifth foul. It's going to put Embry-Riddle at the free throw line. Madison, free throw is good. She's 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Next one. No, she used the rim to help herself. It got in. Nova back down with it. It's a 1-point ball game.
A lot better spacing here.
Bounce pass left, goes over to Graber, drives the basket, put it up. It's no good. It's going to be tipped around and brought down by Tatarich. They'll give it to Matoli. Napoli will bring it down into front court and call the play. Chance to take the lead for Embry-Riddle. 3 minutes and 5 seconds. It's going to be a three outside. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Madison. They retain possession of it. Turpinen, bounce pass goes up underneath, driving to the basket. It's going to be put in good by Satchel. Nova back down very quickly with it. And get the pass outside. Spin to the lane, shot up. It's going to be missed under there. Picked back up and put back in by Graber.
Tough shot.
Graber with 15 points in this game on an 8-point per game average. 60-59 with 2:22 left to play. Southeastern leads it. Embry-Riddle, Madison has it. Madison starts left, pulls it up, sends it back outside to Terich. Up underneath, a little hook shot is up and no good. It's going to be missed by Satchel. Picked up by Southeastern. And they'll bring it down into front court. On the outside, Moores with the ball, and a timeout's going to be called by Coach Freeland Curry. She wants to talk about it with 1 minute and 54 seconds left to play in the game. And Coach, coming right down to the end now.
Yeah, it's going to be coming down to free throws and rebounding. Both teams are going to have to go to the boards and keep each other off the offensive glass. They're going to have to make some free throws down the stretch.
You know, Southeast has got, Nova Southeastern has gotten their shooting percentage up to 40%. And Embry-Riddle sitting at 43%. Embry-Riddle's done a good job of protecting the basketball in the second half. Only 5 turnovers in the second half.
Of course, neither team really looks for three-point shots, but it may come down to somebody having to make one.
Well, one team is 4 for 10. The other team is 2 for 15. And that's Nova that's 2 for 15. Jess Moores will inbound it for Nova. Brings it in to Peyton Graber. Graber at the top of the key. There's a free player up underneath. He got it to her, and Conley will drop it in. Conley's first 2 points of the ball game.
Yeah, the good slip screen off that high post action.
The inbound pass is taken by Madison, and she'll bring it down into front court. Embry-Riddle down by 3 with the ball. 1:27 left to play. Losing it, chasing it down, and the jump ball is going to be called. It's going to belong to Nova Southeastern on the other possession. Terich just lost their dribble. Went chasing after it. And Nova Southeastern will have the ball. A little pressure is going to be put on.
Oh, that was risky.
Yes. Driving all the way to the basket, and there's a charge foul. It's going to be called on Peyton Graber. She has just fouled out of the ball game. Good set. She was waiting on her.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Graber has fouled out, leaves with 15 points.
She didn't need to do that. Up 3.
Yeah.
Just pull it back out, run some clock.
1:17 left to play. And it belongs back to Embry-Riddle, down by 3. Again, Terich inbounds it. Nova Southeastern will back into their half-court defense. Napoli with the ball out front. Bring it out to Terich. Get it up underneath the basket. Satchel spinning, shot up, good. Satchel's got 13.
No timeout. They got plenty.
56 seconds left. It's a 1-point game. Nova Southeastern leads it. They've been in a battle. The winner here will be playing Monday evening at 7:30.
They got a foul to give if they get in trouble.
Pass is a skip across court,
Right
driving
there.
with it to the basket. Up, no good, but a foul is going to be called underneath the basket. And I think that one's going to go against Satchel.
I think you use a timeout here, don't you?
I would think so. You want to ice her a little bit if you could. That's Satchel's 4th foul. If we happen to go into overtime, we've got 2 players with 4 fouls out there. One that's already fouled out for Nova. And she wants to wipe the perspiration off her hands. Moores does. Moores will, first time at the free throw line, puts it up. It's good. She's a 70% shooter on the year. That's her 5th
All
point.
right. No timeout. Let them play.
Next one is up. He's got them both. Makes it a 3-point game, 64-61. Timeout now is going to be called on the court, and we'll take a break too. We'll be back for the last 37 seconds right after this.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry-Riddle.
Well, we're down to the final 37.4 seconds of this ball game, and I'd like to say it's anybody's ball game. You can't ever tell. That's a lot of time.
That is a lot of time. And it's going to be interesting to see if Nova comes out with their pressure. They've backed off a little bit. Three-point game, and Embry-Riddle down to one timeout.
Of course, Nova's leading scorer is already fouled out, and it's Peyton Graber with 15 points. And so the inbound will come into Turpinen. 32 seconds left.
They don't need a three.
But they're going to have to get a quick two. Pass comes to Madison. Good defense. Madison drives. Madison to the basket. Driving layup's going to be good. You knew they were going to go to Madison. And you knew they were going to open up and pull everybody out and give her a lane to run in. Madison's got 22 points on a 17-point per game average right now. And we're down to 18.8 seconds in a 1-point game, 64-63 in favor of Nova Southeastern.
Well,
pressure, a lot of pressure and a foul here, right?
You got to press. Of course, Nova can run the baseline. That's an advantage.
Nova is 12 of 17 from the free throw line. And so you...
you're right. I forget they can advance it.
Yeah, women's play.
I don't know why the guys don't do it.
I don't either.
Yeah, I get confused.
Then again, why don't the guys play quarters?
Well, you know.
You don't know.
I'm a purist.
The inbound pass is going to be fouled real quick as Langeman commits the foul. There's 5, so it's going to put Conley at the free throw line, and they know that Conley is a 57% free throw shooter. So they wanted to leave her open to get the ball. Big free throws by the graduate student. Got the first one, make it a 2-point game.
Well, Satchel is not in for rebounding.
Next one. Got them both. Make it a 3-point game with 17 seconds left to play. And another timeout is going to be called. All right, Coach.
No, you got to back off the press here.
You're Lisa Wilson. What do you do for Embry-Riddle?
No, you got to give it to Madison John Louis, let her go to the rim.
So
a lot of time left. You don't need a three yet. Plenty of time.
Time is running out.
17 seconds, that's like 6 minutes. You get that's 2 or 3 possessions.
Well, and over Southeastern, we'll see what do they. Of course, they'll get the ball front court, so there's no pressing here.
If you're Nova, do you foul, though? Question.
I would. some don't.
I mean,
They don't have
under 10. I'm fouling.
They're not a good three-point shooting team, so I don't know that you're going to expect them to hit a three. 9 seconds left.
They got to hit a three here.
Yep, Napoli with it. Napoli backs off, throws up a long three. It's an air ball. It's going to go out of bounds, and with 1 second left to play, Embry-Riddle is going to lose this one to Nova Southeastern, 66-63. I'm not sure that this was expected. I'm not sure exactly. I think Embry-Riddle probably was expected to win this ball game. Started out slow.
Yeah, there were quite a few people that thought they'd win the whole tournament.
Nova Southeastern.
But if you're logging into Flow Sports again, the next one is going to be a barn burner between Union and Lee. Those two have been playing for years.
And the two coaches are best friends.
Yeah. Marty spent the night at Coach Campbell's house, probably.
And vice versa when they go down to Lee to play. So, and they're I had a chance to talk to some folks that came into my business from up in Kentucky, and they have a daughter that went to Brescia.
All right.
And I said, well, who was the coach when they was there? And they said, well, it was Coach so-and-so, but Marty Rowe left the year before. 1 second, you really can't get it. I mean, you almost have a tip, don't you? 1.5 they put on the clock now. Another timeout's been called. They had them, so might as well use them. That's the last one for Embry-Riddle. You throw it to the rim?
No, you throw it. No, it's ball, right?
Oh, you're right.
The only thing Embry-Riddle can do really is try to get run over, get an offensive foul, and get the ball back.
.5 seconds. You're talking about an eternity.
So they put a half a second back up there.
Yeah. Like I say, you talk about an eternity at 17 seconds. This one has been an eternity at 1.5 seconds.
If you're Nova, you just spread it out and throw it in and try to get chased.
Well, one thing you don't want to do is throw it in the backcourt. Stepping over here to inbound it is Clunan, Michelle. And Embry-Riddle will.
Embry-Riddle, you just got to try to get in somebody's way.
They go to front, Clunan. Inbound pass, and that should do it. Going to the finals is Nova Southeastern as they win this one 66-63 over Embry-Riddle. And the season is over for Embry-Riddle as they will be going back home. And now the officials are talking about something. They say it's not over.
I think they're going to check on counting the basket.
Okay. It doesn't really matter.
It's got to be official.
It doesn't really matter. Going to be a difference of, well, they gave her the basket on the board.
They wiped it off, I think.
Yep, they did. 66-63 is the final score. We'll be back with the final stats on this one right after we take this commercial break. Well, this one has ended, and we've got one team going into the finals of the NCAA Division II Women's Basketball South Region, and it'll be Nova Southeastern with a close win over Embry-Riddle. We'll have our second game coming up shortly, but right now we've got some final stats on this one.
Yeah, it's Embry-Riddle team closes out their season shooting 44% from the field, 22 of 50. 4 of 11 at the three-point line, 36%. 15 of 24 at the free throw line. That'll get you beat, won't it?
Yeah.
15 of 24, 63%. They pulled down 38 rebounds, go along with 7 assists, 19 turnovers. They had 5 steals and 6 block shots. Scoring looked like this as Madison Jean-Louis was their leading scorer with 18. 10 of those at the free throw line. 17 points by Laurie Satchel. 12 points out of Jenna Tetteridge. 3 points from Mary Lingaman. 5 out of Kaylee Turpinning. 6 points from Sarah Napoli. 2 points out of Agnes Staton. Nova Southeastern moves on to the championship, shooting 41%. 25 of 61. They only made 2 3-pointers and still won the ballgame. 2 of 15, 13%. 14 of 19 at the free throw line for 74%. They pulled down 31 rebounds, 10 assists, only 11 turnovers. They had 7 steals and a block shot. They were led in scoring by Peyton Graber with 15. 8 points out of Jess Moores. 11 from Madison Clunan. 4 points out of Karina Conley. 3 from Michaela Coonan. 7 out of Kaylin Terrell. 9 points from Aubrey Stupp. 5 points out of Dash Shaw. 4 points out of Mercedes Simmons. As Nova Southeastern moved on 66-63 over Embry-Riddle.
Well, they'll head to Monday night's game, a 7:30 game at Union University, and they'll head to that game against the winner of the Lee Union game that's fixing to come up. In other games, Southwest Minnesota State has upset Fort Hays State. Southwest was the 7th seed in their region, and they've upset Fort Hays State for a win there. Ashland, who everybody expects to be in the finals, they won tonight. Holy Family upset Damon tonight. Lubbock Christian beat West Texas A&M. Gannon knocked off Seton Hill. And Coker beat Carson Newman. I expected Carson Newman would go a little bit further, even though they were the 6th seed there. They had knocked off the number 1 seed out of there to get to that game, but Coker has beaten them. They're the number 2 seed in that conference. So we've ended it here, and we'll take a few minutes, and we'll be back with the Union Lee game to see who else will play in the finals. This has been a Werther Road Studios production. Executive producer Paul Schutze, director Christopher Reasons, camera operators Paul Schutze, Colson Bailey, Billy Bolin II, Ben Bitterly, play-by-play by yours truly, Gary Neeson, color commentary by Darryl Maxwell. We'll see you for the Lee Union game.